Sample questions of positive negative essay. Here we will be seeing one question which is of this type. So let's understand. Scientists say that in the future humanity will speak the same language. Do you think this is a positive or negative social development? So you have to develop this essay. So let's understand how we can develop the essay based on the band descriptors which IELTS exams takes into consideration while understanding the essay quality. Structure of positive negative essay based on band descriptors. So the four band descriptors which we have already discussed are task achievement. Task achievement is the first one, which means that how far the point which is there in the question has been developed properly. Second one is coherence cohesion, whether the ideas which we have given in the essay is it systematically arranged, that is the coherence cohesion. Third one is the lexical resource, that is the vocabulary appropriate to the topic which is given in the question. And fourthly is the grammatical range and accuracy. It means how well different types of grammatical things like sentence structures, adverbs, adjectives, all these has been used. So these are the four band descriptors based on what the essay is supposed to be. So let's understand this question. The increasing use of some language has led to a prospect that the world may speak one language in the future. So this was the question. Okay. While this has several advantages, I believe that it is an overall negative trend. Okay. So you being the writer, you're saying that it has a negative trend. Okay. So how you have developed this essay? How you can develop this essay? Let's see. On one hand, it is true that having a universal language may remove communication barrier among people in the world. So communication barriers can be removed. Okay. Now it is also colored as blue. All those which are colored as blue is the lexical resource. That is how far this word is appropriate to the topic. Okay. And red ones are the subpoints which has been developed for the one main point, that is on the advantageous side or disadvantageous side. So in this paragraph we see what are the advantages. Okay. So when the world speaks the same language, this would result in fewer misunderstandings caused by people using different languages to convey their thoughts. So this is the first benefit which has been given, first sub point. Okay. This benefit of universal dialect may reverberate across the globe as people could work for overseas companies, travel to exotic places, or live in a foreign country without encountering any significant difficulties in communication. So in this line, you see number of subpoints which has been given. That is, they can work overseas, they can travel to exotic places, and they can even live in foreign countries without much difficulty. So these are the different subpoints given in support to the benefits. And you can see that this point has flowed from the previous point. Okay, so this is the coherence developed. Okay, also you see number of places commas used. That means in one sentence different points has been given. This is an example of complex sentence. So all the band descriptors has been taken care of. In this way, a predominant language may bridge the gap between diverse groups of people from different continents and form a global village where people will have a feel of commonality of humanity with each other. So, why it is said that it is having a advantageous side, that is different diverse groups, okay, from different continents can connect, that is the language can act as a bridge and it can form of a global village where a feeling of commonality can come. Okay, so this is the conclusive statement of the advantageous point. Okay. Now let's understand on the negative side, as a disadvantage side. On the other hand, I contend that the above positive impacts are negated by potential problems. Primarily, if one language are spoken by all, this would cause the loss of cultural diversity that makes human society interesting. So first point is given, that is loss of cultural diversity. When a language is marginalized, a whole way of life may disappear with it, which includes history, customs, and social etiquette. So, what is the point given, sub point given over here, that it will somewhere marginalize the cultural diversity, which includes history, customs, and social etiquette. Now, an example is given to support this. For example, widespread use of English has put some minor and indigenous languages in Africa on the verge of extinction. Okay, so this is a very good example. Now, when you give the example, it supports your point which you are discussing, and it gives weightage to this task achievement, that is how well your point has been developed. So make sure you give example either in the first point, that is on the advantageous side, or on the disadvantageous side. Okay. Without the proactive actions to preserve those language, society may witness the disappearance of the whole culture that has evolved over the course of human history. So this is a conclusive statement on the negative side. Okay. So you can see there are certain positive aspects as well as negative aspects, and you have elaborated both. Now in the question it is asked that, do you believe, so you have to take one stand. So as in the introductory statement, it is written that I believe it has an overall negative trend. Okay. So seeing these two paragraphs, conclusion drawn is, in conclusion, although a universal language may have several benefits, I firmly hold the view that drawbacks are more significant. So it is said that it is more important seeing the negative side. So in this way, you can develop the essay in a very precise manner, word limit which is given as 250 words to 280 words. And make sure you do not repeat any points. Whichever point you are giving, maybe 2 subpoints or 3 subpoints in either of the sides, but the repetition of the point must not be there. And the essay should be developed in such a way that it is clear that whatever you are giving, that is the whichever side you are taking, either on the positive side or negative side, that is well justified after reading either of this body paragraph, so that you can rightly conclude your standing. I hope so you have got the how to develop the essay. And if you want to see further types of questions, please follow the remaining videos.